Abrafo me da se me say attention TV ya kwa edi biba ni edi biba nso dia emu yawo Carlos Bagati chiao emu yawo aseme si wo highway ni so na aseme si hia Shatawale is a prophet. I can't say me, I'm going to trust me. I'm not in the trust me. I'm finding answer. I won't know. So you will cry in Tampia. The shut also in your time and shit. Tvgh, none of my petition. Appeal the hair. Why, I should so I could the best say. Is a shut us in your time and shit. How will so make Kawasam, but me see it. Papa, a rabbi. Se Ghana ni abrati bi defraud no me fuma no nka it's alleged lady no afima nka no Canadian lady ni or a music person Nabra.
My family didn't even want me to go to Ghana in the first place because they were afraid that this was going to happen. So now they're looking at me like, we told you. I'm like, and then we just kept sending him money. Okay, if you get signed, usually when you get signed, the label is the one that takes care of all the finances and expenses. But with his company, I guess it was more like a management company. So any kind of services that I needed, basically like a music video, radio promo, anything, I had to be the one to pay for it. It was not coming out of the label's pockets at all. It was coming out of our pockets. That all of a sudden, Mr. Logic has a new car. He has a new house. Okay. And he's all of a sudden he's living this lavish life. Okay, so now as time goes by, we're starting the music. So I'm getting into the studio. I'm recording. I ended up recording an EP, and then he gets sued by the American family, and they ended up going to court and everything for it. And Mr. Logic even went to jail for a few days, and he had to hand over his passport. Like, I guess because he was not supposed to travel, right? Because he's going to court for frauding people. You're defrauding people. You can't leave the country. So after the whole court thing was settled, they had issued another court date. So I think the other court date was supposed to be in August or September, something like that. And this was May, right? This was like May, June. Okay. He went to court, faced his charges and everything, and they told him what he needs to do. He needs to pay back the money before the next court date, which was in August or September. Then the American family had to leave at the end of June. They left. Okay, they left. Like in the first month, I ended up being there now for 1 month. I'm there for 1 month, and I'm like, look, I'm running out of money. I need to go back to Ghana because clearly everything is not going the way it's supposed to go. He's like, don't worry. He's like, by the way, I'm coming. He said he's coming. He's going to come and join me. So I said, oh, okay. All right. He's like, when I come, don't worry. Everything is going to be fine. So he ends up, a whole month later, he ends up coming to South Africa and joining me in South Africa. It got so bad that he's like, look, I need to stay in your Airbnb with you. Right? So I left the hotel to go to an Airbnb to see if I can save a little bit of money. This man came into my Airbnb, and all he was doing all day was watching Netflix and eating the food that I bought. So it got to the point where I said, you know what, I'm done. I cannot pay for any more Airbnbs. I cannot pay for any more food. You have to start paying because you brought me out here. You told me to come out here. You pay for it. So we ended up going to a new spot. We had to go to this hotel, and he couldn't even last a whole week. He was always complaining, oh, it's too expensive. Oh my God. Like it was always like he was just bitching and complaining all the time about how he can't pay for it. It's too expensive. Everything about him just turned into this ugly person. So it got to the point where he was just fed up and he didn't want to pay for my hotel stay and he didn't want to pay for my food, that he actually left me and abandoned me at the hotel. He ended up driving off in some white car with some Indian woman. He goes and tells me, oh, by the way, the landlord wants you and your family out of the house. I'm like, what are you talking about? Why would the landlord want us out of the house? I paid for 2 years up front. I paid the rent. So what's the problem? If there's any kind of maintenance that needs to be done, like landscaping or anything, I make sure that the landscaping around the compound is done beautifully. I make sure that if there's any issues with plumbing or anything, that I pay for it and the issue gets resolved. Like I'm maintaining the house, you know, like Claudia's doing a great job keeping it clean and just taking care of the family and everything, you know. So what's the problem? Like, why does the landlord want us out of the house? And he just kept saying, yeah, the landlord wants you out. The landlord wants you out. He wants to put his son in the house. I'm like, okay, well, he's gonna have to wait, or he's gonna have to reimburse me for the time that is remaining. The landlord's number. So when I spoke to the landlord told me that Mr. Logic did not pay the rent. He told me that the landlord told me that he did not pay the rent. Mr. Logic did not pay the rent. So Mr. Logic called me and he's like, hey, I heard that you spoke with the landlord. What did you tell the landlord? I said, what do you mean, what did I tell the landlord? I told the landlord the truth, that I paid the rent. So whatever you did with the money, you need to go find it and go pay the landlord. Like, what is this? What is wrong with you? We ended up doing a conference call and I spoke with the landlord and Mr. Logic on the conference call. I recorded the whole conversation, so I have all the proof of this conversation. Mr. Logic was talking at the side of his neck, as usual, talking all these crappy lies. This is all crap, BS. And he said at the end of the call, he agreed that he owes the money and that he would pay. He will pay the rent, because if he doesn't pay the rent, the family will get kicked out. So, and Mr. Logic knew. He knew that if he doesn't pay the rent, that he will kick my family out. Even though the right thing to do is to go to rent control and let rent control deal with it. But no, your work permit expired. I said, what are you talking about? My work permit expired. I paid for 3 years. What do you mean? What do you mean my work permit expired? What are you talking about? I said, look, you need to go and handle that immediately because I paid for it and you need to go deal with that now. He's like, don't tell me what to do. I will do it whenever I'm ready to do it. I was like, are you sure you want to do that? And he just kept telling me stuff like, stop telling me what to do or I'm going to block you. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, why are you treating me this way? Like, I'm the one who is basically financing your life and you're treating me like this? Like, are you dumb? Are you stupid? Like, are you foolish? Like, you can't just mistreat me like this and do all these evil things to me and think you're gonna get away with it, because you're not. Okay, anyway, so now it's time for me to leave Canada. It's time for me to leave Canada and go back to Ghana. And I'm, you know, every day. So this is September now. Every day I'm like, Mr. Logic, I need to go. Like, where is my permit? Like, where is my permit? I need to go. And at this time as well, there's no money left. Like, my money is depleted because he's taken everything from me. So he said, I don't even know why I agreed to this, but he told me, okay, what he's going to do, because he told me that he was going to get my permit done with the immigration lady. Like, she will do it, and she will get the permit, and when I get to Ghana, she will put the sticker in my passport, right? That was the agreement. And I said, okay, fine. Once you do that, I will purchase my ticket, and then I will, head back to Ghana. And he's like, no, he was just trying to convince me, like, what I need to do. I don't know why. What I need to do is send him the ticket money because he can get me a good discount with his person. And the reason why I believed it is because we've done it multiple times. Like, this is something that we have done before multiple times. So I said, okay, you know what? He has gotten me some really good deals, and I will send him my plane ticket money along with I guess that's when he would give me the permit information and some safe to board thing that he was talking about. He said I need to do some kind of safe to board. I'm like, I don't even know why. I'm like, all I need is my permit. Okay, so stupid me went and I sent him my ticket money, believing that he will do it, like get my ticket and then get my permit and add it to my ticket, and then all I need to know is just what day I'm going. So this is September, okay?
What do you say? Sababa Canadian Nimtuni. No opposite of Ghana, our beautiful country Ghana. Our lovers, one and only loves a Ghana. Yawe bakope. And I'm Shatawali. Obi say Sakodie. Obi say Accu B. Obi say Sisirama fono. Omutu minti obi asori a no opposite of Ghana. Canadian lady ya okasai. Oso si opposite of Yanyomo no. Odan ni hwe our motherland Ghana. Oso no artist wo. Obi say Shatawali or a brand. Obi say Sakodi or a brand. Obi say Siramafo or a brand. obi ti say Kofi Kinata or your blind obi ti say Kimpalita ash ono kra so your blind te say boya o se binyame mi wi ti kakrai na me boile a avanti o me fa pa so mi wi afi your boy why team brother go ni ma fabra what I say family very good family na baba yi say no me ba Ghana o ba Ghana so amesio bi say logic so the horses mafu also be see Mr. Logic so Mr. Logic or church and your studio to studio or church or then go up and down to up and down now way and Mr. Logic he say ababa yi no hold akwan yes and hold akwan so then ko die you nemu Mr. Logic to it transfer for plan B and plan C no the work can the ababa yi no lutu bigger lutu share the whole of the cash at our prophecy be all the man Mr. Logic bra Logic you didn't go asem no you call me for momo I dey send you always momo Logic is smart Logic a defraud man lady fine beautiful black lady what defraud no now when the lady in the assembly court and carry and tanka just a judge na anyi the way the Logic asembly court o di mabem with the Logic I system and ka the Logic no smart dina shata zunya na no fa no nche no ababa na kokota no uskesa o de hotel no se me koma ko pesika se na baba ai kai na me Logic esimra so maji sika ababa I say one day of Logic say I'm coming to Ghana Logic here an audio so if you come to Ghana I go buy you I go let people assassinate you ababa issue the baba is so they to public when attention for ancestral no this is a defamation of Logic but until make video ni we tie no me pa cho mo video target Mr. Logic mama sir anko fe bi be ma no ba de me de ni ni select oba na ka ni ni sir otumi trase no defrauded oba be shia aha ana me say shata kanokre Logic satisfied oni briska oye dufudi perfo e say ay mama team no create loot and share no ay Kufado ni minister say bokro ni odoko hobby yakabeli tuwo nyina enti anku okuje to abraka me shro mon ko hwe Mr. Logic na mon karenta de ban na mon giskai e fa baba yi aya attention TV ndia be catch us odi for back to back matrase ebeshia dasane brase bye bye.